Hello everybody, Manithral here. Welcome to the weekly update video for RS3, now July Quest, QoL, and Game Health Update. And it is a massive amount of patch notes actually. Uh, but up first we have the Strike 2 Revengeance. So if you are curious, she's been doing diligent work addressing player submitted quest feedback. So if you ever seen some uh, official quest issues going on, head over to the Discord and share the thoughts from the lore raise feedback channel. We will get into that here in a little bit. Same with the game health update, as there's been more things that have flowed into the game, and also, of course, they're looking for feedback as it goes on. On July 15th, there is a scheduled maintenance. And without any further ado, we are going into the patch notes. So do bear with me, there's a lot of them. Quests. So first we're starting with the quest. Haziel's appearance at the start of Children of the Mall now correctly reflects the choice you made in Haziel cult. Zamrock's challenge to the World Guardian now appears at the end of the Twilight of Gods after completing Aftermath. It is replayable from Adrastia's research table in Falador Castle. Various player experiences fixes for the following quests, including moving critical path interactions to the left click option and removing unnecessarily random pass fail stat checks. The quests affected are as follows: Jungle Potion, Shiloh Village, One Small Favor, The Tourist Trap, Nature Spirit, Shadow Morton, Innate of the Marquet, Legacy of Serges, Zogre Flesh Eaters, Legends Quest, Wild Gothic Sleeps. Added post-quest dialogue for Amir Ali, Conan the Liberian, and Commander Akhmet following the events of the Pharaoh's Folly. Extinction and the Sins of the Father are now placed correctly when the quest list is viewed in timeline order. Move the window needed for the Fremennik Isles in Forge of the Jitizo, so it's no longer blocked from view. Gudrun now refers to Gunnar as her great-great-grandpa in Grunnar's Ground, which is significantly more believable. Game health updates. This is where it gets to be quite huge. Up first, we have Carapic that is been worked on a little bit here. So normal mode, they increase the maximum drop quantity of manuscripts of Jazz from 1 to 2, increase the drop rate of rares by 1%, replace the inner adrenaline crystals with Super Magic 3, drop quantities 4 to 8, decrease the quantity of coins from 158k and some odd coins. So I'm just going to go for the whole rounded thousands here. So 158k to 249k to 100k to 150k. So it started out 158k. Well, yeah, that is a weird way to word that. I'm going to have to work on that as we go through here. Decrease the quality or quantity of the large plated auriculum salvage from 2 to 4 to 1 to 2. Decrease the quantity of cannibals dropped from 459 and to 550 to 250 to 400. Decrease the quantity of dragonkin bones from 20 to 30 to 10 to 15. Decrease the quantity of the royal dragonhide from 94 to 115 to 75 to 95. Decrease the quantity of soul runes from 80 to 120 to 50 and 100. Decrease the quantity of uncut dragon stones from 20 to 27 to 17 to 25. Decrease the quantity of light animated stone sprites from 41 to 57 to 30 to 40. Decrease the quantity of primal stone spirits from 25 to 35 to 13 to 18. Decrease the quantity of the fire breath staves from 30 to 61 to 15 to 30. Hard mode, they increase a few things first. Increase the drop rates of the fractured staff of Armadillo pieces by 13%. Increase the drop rates of remaining rares by 6.2%. Increase the minimum drop quantity of Hydrix bolt tips from 45 to 50. Increase the maximum dropped quantity of manuscripts from 1 to 2. And replace the Adrenaline inert crystals with the Super Magic 3 drop quantities of 8 to 12. Decrease the quantity of coins, drop from 300k to 600k to 450k to 400k. Decrease the quantity of the large plated auriculum salvage from 5 to 8 to 5 to 6. Decrease the quantity of cannonballs from 550 to 1200 to 450 to 900. Decrease the quantity of dragonkin bones from 64 to 110 to 40 and 70. Decrease the royal dragon hide from 94 to 115 to 75 and 90. Decrease the quantity of soul runes from 150 and 300 to 100 to 250. Decrease the quantity of uncut dragonstone from 41 and 60 to 30 and 52. Decrease the quantity of light and stone sprites from 80 and 120 to 50 and 100. Decrease the quantity of the primal stone spirits from 30 and 50 to 20 and 32. Decrease the quantity of fire battle staffs from 40 and 90 to 27 and 72. Arch Glacier, not as many, but still has some stuff. Normal mode, decrease the quantity of charm drops. Drops one charm in 0 and 1 mechanic fights. I don't understand that. Drops 3 to 9 charms in 2+ mechanic fights. Removes ceramic scales. Redistributed the chance to uncut dragonstones. Increase the base quantity of Hydrix bolt dips from 1 to 2. The 0 and 1 mechanic fight now have a separate shared drop table, and will only give 1 drop per kill instead of 3. 2 and 5 mechanic fights will continue to give 3 drops per kill. The loot multipliers on different mechanic kills have been scaled down. Hard mode, increase the base chance for a rare roll and contribution from Enrage by 50%. This results in an increase of about 50% chance to roll rare. Increase the chance to obtain the Frozen Orb of Lang by 4%. Decrease the chance to obtain the Scripture Web by 2%. Decrease the chance to obtain Lang Artifact by 2%. Decrease the base quantity of coins from 225k to 150k. Decrease the base quantity of Hydrix bolt tips from 15 to 10. Decrease the base quantity of medium blunt auriculum salvage from 15 to 5. Decrease the base quantity of water talisman from 45 to 30. Decrease the base quantity of the water battle staff from 30 to 20. Decrease the base quantity of crushed nest from 75 to 20. Decrease the base quantity of the Bandite Stone spirits from 75 to 20. Decrease the base quantity of the Onyx Dust from 30 to 15. Replace the Spearweed Seeds with Water Runes. Adjust the base quantity to 40. Replace the Cernic Scales with Cannonballs. Adjusted the base quantity to 100. And we go into the Elite Dungeons Zamorakian City, Undercity. Story mode, decrease the quantity of the huge bladed rune salvage from 5 to 1 and 2. Added a variance to some drops which only had a single base quantity. Single soul runes now drop 3 and 4. Blood runes now drop 4 and 6. Death runes are 4 and 6. Fire runes are 15 and 20. The Dark Anima Stone Sprites are now 3 and 6. Phasmatite Stone Sprites are now 5 and 10. Fix the bug where the Dark Anima Stone Sprites not dropping in story mode. This has been achieved by splitting 60% of the weighting to Phasmatite Spirits and keeping 40% to the Dark Anima. Normal mode, rare drops, increase the chance to receive any slivers of pain, power, and strength by 1% each. Decrease the chance to receive only onyx dust, or receive onyx dust by 3%. Replace the ceramic scales with large spiky rune salvage, drop quantity of 3 and 6. Alkables, decrease the quantity of huge bladed spear, while salvage from 30 and 70 to 10 and 23, and 20 and 30 to 5 and 10. Decrease the quantity of large blunt rune salvage from 15 and 35 to 6 and 9, and a 4 and 12 to a 2 and 4. The 1 and 3 drop chance is unchanged. Decrease the maximum quantity of the small plated Manithral salvage from 15 to 6. Other, decrease the quantity of the tooth half of the key of 2, well, from 2 and 6 to 1 and 2. Decrease the quantity of the loop half of the key from 2 and 6 to 1 and 2. Add variance of the sum drops where which only had a single base quantity. Soul runes now drop 3 and 4. Dark Animecha now drop 3 and 9 and 15. Oof. Phasmatite and spirits now drop 18 and 30. So we have a couple more bosses here. Zamrock up first, increase the value weight of the Chaos Relic Bearer from 5 to 6. Increase the chance to receive the Bow of the Last Guardian piece by about 10%. In ranges above 500%. Decrease the quantity of torso seeds from 3 and 4 to 1 and 2. Increase the value weight from 2 to 3. Increase the value weight from 2 to 3. Decrease the quantity of dwarfweed seeds from 7 and 10 to 3 and 4. Decrease the quantity of blood runes from 200 to 300 to 150 to 250. Decrease the quantity of soul runes from 150 to 210 to 100 and 150. Increase the value weight of from 3 to 4. Decrease the quantity of the Hydrix bolt tips from 80 and 120 to 40 and 60. Decrease the quantity of onyx bolt tips from 120 and 180 to 50 and 72. Decrease the huge quantity of huge bladed salvage from 3 and 10 to 5 and 8. Decrease the quantity of the accursed ashes from 25 and 30 to 10 and 12. Decrease the value weight from 2 to 1. Decrease quantity of small plated auriculum salvage from 10 and 18 to 5 and 8. Increase the value weight from 3 to 4. Decrease the quantity of the huge bladed rune salvage from 10 and 18 to 5 and 8. Decrease the quantity of Furnace Pyroclast from 7 and 10 to 2 and 5. Decrease the value weight from 2 and 1. Replace the uncut onyx with the Chaos Relic Uncommon. Drops out of the quantity of 10 to 20. Increase the value of 5 to 6. Removed Lantodium seeds. And Tizkal Zuck minions, decrease the quantity of the onyx bolt tips from 40 and 60 to 7 and 18. Decrease quantity of large blunted auriculum salvage from 4 and 6 to 1 and 3. Replace the ceramic scales with the Elder Wood Sprites. Drops at a quantity of 1 and 2 of the uncommon table. Drops at a quantity of 2 and 3 on the rares table. Minions that drop when failing igneous waves will no longer drop loot after the first time. Normal and hard mode, replace the ceramic scale with the Elder Wood Spirits. Drops at a quantity of 15 and 25. Shifted some of the chance to receive various items on the commons table in the Elder Wood Spirits. Oof. Oh, guys, you see this? We still have a long ways to go here, guys. Because we are only at Raksha. Alright, so Raksha. Decrease the quantity of the small blunt rune salvage from 50 to 15 and 22. Decrease the quantity of the spiky auriculum salvage from 12 and 18 to 3 and 7. Decrease the quantity of the huge plate auriculum salvage from 10 and 15 to 6 and 8. And decrease the quantity of the onyx dust from 75 and 125 to 25 and 33. Decrease the quantity of dinosaur bones from 80 and 120 to 60 and 100. Decrease the quantity of the crystal keys from 25 and 75 to 10 and 14. Decrease the quantity of dark animica stone sprites from 60 and 90 to 50 and 80. Decrease the quantity of light animica stone sprites from 60 and 90 to 50 and 80. Replace the spearweed seeds with arbuck seeds. Decrease the quantity from 5 and 10 to 2 and 4. Replace the golden dragon fruit seeds with siku seeds. Decrease the quantity from 5 and 10 to 2 and 3. Replace the inert crystals with the catalytic anima stones. Drops at a quantity of 40 and 60. Increase the chance to get this drop. Remove the styrenic scales. Redistributed the chance to get this drop to other items on the drop table. Remove laceration and the blast diffusion boots. Redistributed the chance to get this drop to other rare items on the drop table. In Vorkath, normal mode, increase the chance to obtain the Invoke the Lord of Bones Incantation Codex by 17%. Increase the chance to obtain Vorkath Spike by 10%. Increase the drop quantity from 4 and 6 to 5 and 7. Hard mode, increase the chance to obtain a Invoke the Lord of Bones Incantation by full codex by 40%. Increase the chance to obtain the Vorkath scale by 40%. Raziel, decrease the quantity of the onyx bolt tips from 80 to 65. Decrease the quantity of onyx dust from 60 to 45. Decrease the quantity of large blunt necronium salvage from 2 and 4 to 1. And decrease the quantity of medium spiky auriculum salvage from 8 to 6. Decrease the quantity of dorsal seeds from 40 to 5 and 8. Split this drop into 1 of 3 potential seed drops, and added the dwarfweed seeds and Velstock seeds. Drops at a quantity of 5 and 8 and 4 to 7 respectively. Replace the original dwarfweed seed drop with a chance to get either an Elder or Eternal Magic Wood Spirits. Drops at a quantity of 5 and 8 and 4 and 7 respectively. Wilderness Flash events. The Sack of Wild rewards. Decrease the maximum drop quantity of blowweed seeds from 3 to 2. Decrease the quantity of wyvern bones from 5 and 10 to 4 and 6. Decrease the quantity of Infernal Ashes from 30 and 50 to 20 and 40. And decrease the quantity of the Muddy Key from 3 and 4 to 2 and 3. Replace the tiny bladed necronium salvage with the tiny bladed auriculum. Replace the small plated necronium with the necronium with the small plated auriculum. Replace the medium plated necronium with the medium plated auriculum. Sack of very wild rewards. Increase the dark onyx core drop chance by 50%. Decrease the quantity of magic logs from 250 and 300 to 100 and 150. Decrease the chance to get this drop. Decrease the quantity of points from 200k and 300k to 75k and 150k. Redistributed the chance of getting removed items to other items broadly across the drop table. Replace large blunted necronium salvage with large blunted auriculum. Increase the chance to receive that drop. Replace the Pecriminal bolts with runes drop. With a runes drop, this gives a random rune from possible regular and combination runes, and excludes the necromantic runes and time runes. Added a very rare chance to receive a magical thread as a reward in this slot. Remove the huge spiky necronium salvage. Remove the annihilation, decimation, and obliteration weapons. Increase the chance to receive these weapons from Wilderness Slayer. Split the lucky charm Zimmerekian Undercity drop slot to also include the lucky charm Dragonkin Laboratory. Increase the drop of this increase the chance of this drop. There's a 50% chance to get either item. Wilderness Slayer chest decreased the Dragon Trinket drop chance from 21.8% to 20.3%, decreasing Metallic Dragon Trinkets drop chance from the same amount, increased Annihilation drop from 1.1% to 1.1%, and the same goes for Decimation and Obliteration. Slayer added a new source for the Spirit Weed Seeds, Inner Adrenaline Crystals, and Serenity Scales across various Slayer monsters. The Spirit Weed Seeds, Automatons, Strike Worms, Turos, Gemstone Dragons, One Task, Brutish Dinosaurs, Grot Worms, Moss Giants, Flesh Crawlers, Cockatrices, Kirask, and Rare Seed Drop Table. The Inner Adrenaline Crystals, Gemstone Dragons, Brutish Dinosaurs, Liverworts, and Wilderness Slayer on chest. The Serenic Scales, additional drop while on the Dinosaur or Vile Bloom Slayer chest and Wilderness Slayer chest. In general, we're soon done, guys. Makes an issue where players would stop mining a shooting star when it has been mined down to the next layer. Added a strike through to the dialogue in the Duck Quest. Fixed an issue where the cure plant spell was not curing disease grapevine. Updated the language on the report text box and button to reflect the Online Safety Act. Engine fixed an issue where some cutscenes would render as black screens. Oof, that was quite a list of patches, guys. And I can see why they're doing it. I know some people were kind of pissed off that they're going to be getting less of these items. But if you think about it, it's like, okay, it might hurt your sales now, but like give it a month or two. That's going to make these items even more valuable than they were before, and it's just going to have less of an overabundance. It's going to make it better for people selling, and for people buying, it's going to make it a little harder. But people who are going out and fighting these bosses should have some sort of reward system better than what it was. Treasure Hunter calendar starting July 17th and ending July 21st is Smuggler Sports. So as you can see here, you get a nice leather jacket. There's also a dagger and a hairstyle. But keep in mind, MTX might soon be going away. Not necessarily what you have unlocked, but the overall buying. There is a chat log. On July 15th, Rune Skill and Chill Bank Cleaning. Community Showcase, we have, well, first we have Zuck and we have Virago, both by Legend Arts, looking pretty awesome. And then we have RuneTube. Up first, we have Adimas, and they are chatting with their fellow content creator, Iron Raxor. And then Urgent Justice is on the quest to become a Master Skiller. We go to Escaper screenshots. A little bit of the beach aspect here. Salty has headed down to the beach that shows how you hook a duck. And RJ is, well, fishing on the beach. Pink Skirt player events, but are not limited to these events, because if you go in game, you can see even more events going on throughout the week. But right now, we do have a non-combat Steel and Creation. Sunday, July 20th at 2300, Jordir, Avatar Korra, and Fast SC, Gamers Grotto, World 99, FC's Fast SC. And Crisis Learner event, Saturday, July 19th at 1800, Red Wigan and Arya, Crisis Front, 76, FC's A Help. And a little bit here, we have the engineering team forming. This will be Thursday, July 17th at 18:15 game time. Jen and Red Wigan, Damonheim, World 77, FC's DG chat. But do remember you can check the in-game calendar and get a whole bunch more. And community spotlight goes out to Rune HQ for all the vast different types of guides that they have, but also for some of the events. So FC Event HQ, Wednesday, July 16th at 0 World 60, Tuesday's Traction Stream, and Saturday, July 19th at 1800 World 60, Cabbage Face Bunch Bonanza, and the 20th at 1800 is World 88 Corporal Beast Masked. And that is actually it for this week, though, guys. Quite a big list. But thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, later, guys.